Eagles quickly established themselves on the Seahawks' home floor, taking a 12-6 lead to open the game. A stingy Eagle defense forced 4 Northwood turnovers in the first 7 minutes and allowed Embry-Riddle to build the lead to 13 midway through the first half. The Blue and Gold maintained that cushion until a jumper by Patrick Horstman at the 8:08 mark started a 10-2 run that pulled the Seahawks within 3 with 1:45 left in the half. The Eagles were able to recover from the brief scoring drought and scored the last 3 points of the half to take a 31-25 lead into the halftime break. Coming out of the break, the Seahawks scored 11 points to just 5 by the Eagles, and at the 13:44 mark, a Jonathan Dunn jumper gave Northwood its first lead of the game, 38-37. The only point over the next 2 minutes came in the form of a Dunn free throw as both teams played tight defense. On the following Eagle possession, Brett Rawlings hit one of his 3 three-pointers to put the Eagles back on top by 2, but Horstman and Dunn combined for 6 points over the next 2 minutes to move the Seahawks ahead by 5, 45-40. The Eagles battled back to reclaim the lead, and with 2:25 remaining, the visitors led by 6. But once again, the Seahawks had an answer, and after Courtney Walters and Jonathan Dunn combined to pull the Seahawks within 3, Horstman knocked down his only three-pointer of the night with 26 seconds left in regulation to knot the score at 52. The Eagles had a chance to win the game in regulation, but Blake Touchard's shot bounced off the rim to send the game into overtime. Dunn struck first for the Seahawks in the first overtime period, drilling one of his 3 long-range shots to give Northwood a 55-52 lead. The Sun Conference Player of the Year then went to the free throw line and knocked down both attempts to increase the Seahawk lead to 5 with 1:21 left to play. Rawlings hit a three-pointer, grabbed a rebound off a Walters miss on the other end, and then put back a David Butler miss to tie the game at 57-57 and force a second overtime period. Embry-Riddle won the jump ball to open the final 5 minutes and went up 60-57 on a Blake Touchard 3. Dunn immediately answered with a 3 of his own, but the Eagles raced down to the other end of the court where Butler scored 2 of his 18 points to make the score 62-60. Over the next 2 minutes, neither team was able to score during the run of play, and it took free throws by Horstman and Dunn to put the Seahawks back in front 63-62. With 1:09 showing on the clock, Rawlings was fouled and hit both of his free throws to reclaim a 1-point Eagle lead. The Eagles looked for a big defensive stop and got just that from Butler, who blocked Dunn's jump shot, pulled down the rebound, and was then fouled by Horstman. On the Seahawks' next possession, Jonathan Dunn made just 1 of 2 free throws, leaving Northwood trailing by 2, 66-64, with 14 seconds remaining. On the Eagles' next trip down the court, Ray Graham was sent to the free throw line and hit both of his free throw attempts to make it a 4-point game. Now back on defense with 8 seconds left, the Eagles opted to foul, and this time Jonathan Dunn made good on both free throw shots to make it a 2-point game. Following Dunn's free throws, the Eagles inbounded the ball to Glenn Dalcourt, who was immediately fouled and sealed the Eagle win with 2 free throws. Dunn used the final 4 seconds to get the ball down the court, and as the clock expires, he banked a 3-pointer off the glass, but it was not enough as the Eagles walked away from the Countess de Hornley Center with the 1-point win.